Section 5. The shapes are related to the letters in some way. Hang on, I'm just reading the words without taking any notice. So let's do a little bit of pointing. The shapes, so here's the shapes, are related to the letters in some way. They are related differently in each question. Aha, so you can't carry it from one to the other. Decide how they are related and then find the letters that go with the shape that has no letters. Here's the shape that has no letters. Off we go. Ooh, right, so I'm going to find two letters that are the same. So the two H's, what do they have in common that's different? They have like a pointy coffin, and the T has a triangle. So we know the T is going to be the first letter. Ignore this lot for the moment, because otherwise you'll start tricking yourself. This is where we definitely need written workings. P and P, the two P's are white, whereas the F is grey. And this is grey, so we need F. And then the L's, the two L's are pointing this way, and the R is pointing that way. Our one is pointing this way, so we want L, so it's TFL, which is B. I'm just going to consult my answers. Thankfully they agree. Let's go down to the next one. And we'll choose ourselves another colour. That's a nice yellow. Now, so can you see that all right? Or do I need something a bit bigger? No, that's a bit bigger, isn't it? The O and the O, what do they have in common? Oh, they have that sort of like feathery leaf, whereas the I has like a maple leaf. And so this one is like a maple leaf, so we're going to want I at the beginning. F, T, T, the middle ones. So the two T's, they've got an egg around the outside, and the F is one without an egg around the outside, so that's F. And then the two D's. Oh, I see. The D has got the stalk at 9 o'clock, whereas the S has got the stalk at 3 o'clock. This has got the stalk at 3 o'clock, so we want it to be S. IFS. IFS. Is this one? Just check our answers, just in case I've led you up the garden path. Do you know what I fancy? I fancy something other than what we've got here. Should we go for an orange? Go on. Good. Orange. Good. Right. That's better, isn't it? That's kind of fun. Right, now, first letters again. The two E's. What do they have in common? They've got an egg around the outside, whereas the R has got a square around the outside. So this has got a square around the outside, so we want R. Now the middle letter, the two D's, D and D, what's different from H, and that's they've got sort of, imagine this is a strange fried egg. These have got, the white is nice and white of the fried egg, whereas this is sort of grey on the fried egg, so we don't want that, do we? Oh yeah, we do actually. It's grey on the outside, so we want H in the middle. It's suddenly not looking very appetising, is it? And now the W and the W, what do they have in common? They've got this square in the middle, and therefore G has got the pentagon, the cupcake. And there's our pentagon, so G was for that, wasn't it? RHG, RHG. E again. I like this colour yellow, it's kind of fun, isn't it? Right, scroll our way down. Well, this one's only got two, which is suddenly making me feel a little bit worried. So let's see. P, S, N, they're all different. So ignore that. Find what you've got in common first, like you would with a new girlfriend or a boyfriend. You find out what you've got in common first, then you find out what you haven't got in common, and then you work out whether you can live with that or not. So the two T's, what are the two T's? They've got two dots, 1, 2, 1, 2, whereas the O has only got one. Notice T for 2, O for 1, even though we pronounce it what. So we want to start, our mystery shape has got 2, 1, 2, so we start off with T. No, we don't start off with T, do we? That's our second letter. So I've put a little line there to remind me so that I don't transpose it by mistake, because I've done that before. Ooh. Right, now let's do this one. No, that's too big, that's too, let's have this, we'll have a nice sharp, but we'll make it like that. Right, see how that goes. Now, what do the P, S and the N, what do they have that's different from each other? And that's a different outside shape. We've got a pentagon, a hexagon and a triangle. This is the pentagon, and the answer for that is S, which goes to the front, because you see I was about to write it there. And so ST is B. Thank you very much. I still keep going to turn you off on the keyboard, you know. Must stop doing that.